producing that package, what are some highlights and some lowlights?
I think at first it started out more as a response to hearing about all the teacher cuts, and at first I was kind of upset. I was personally upset about it because I knew a lot of my teachers really well since I was in the Academy for Global Studies, which is a smaller learning community within Austin High, and because of that I was really close. I felt closer to all my teachers, and so at first I went in with the idea that I was going to make a big expose on the teacher or the AIST budget cuts. And it ended up being more of just an informational piece, and I had to take out a lot of parts because a lot of it was very biased. And I'm pretty sure there was probably a little bit in there that was still somewhat biased towards.
We got a lot. Yeah. But that's one of the great things, and that Max and all the kids learn. This is we're learning journalism, and it's very easy to take in all this content that you see on TV and replicate that because that's what you've seen, right? But then when Lynn is in there and she's like, "Where's the other side?" The kids get that and they learn that. And by the time they've gone through the whole program, you'll hear the best part. This is the story, my best story. So one time, there's two of my kids. They're seniors now. And they still have to produce packages, but they produce packages about the school. So it's like a package on, I forget what they were doing, but let's say the package is on, hey, the new block schedule, yay or nay. So they take the skills that they learn in the journalism program that they do for PBS, and then they produce those packages, that they use those skills to produce packages for just the school on the senior television show. And so one time, one girl was writing her script, and she's writing it, and I overhear this, and she's writing it out. She's like, "Oh, man, I don't know what to say. Most people think it's a bad idea, And then Hunter, this other kid's like, "What? You can't say that." It's like, most people? Did you talk to most people? And that right there, just shows you the learning that's happening with journalism. Nah, sorry to interrupt.
Good. Yeah, and I agree. Although I think Hunter might have been just being kind of smart.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get a go too.
But yeah, that's one of the really important things, and I learned that in doing this package that you can't just make a video bad-mouthing the district or bad-mouthing people who are making the cuts, because after talking to several people, there were several interviews that weren't featured in this particular video, and one of them was with Ross Ramsey, who's the editor at the Texas Tribune, and he was telling me a lot of things. He was very unbiased. He gave me a lot of really useful information, and a lot of it was kind of eye-opening to me because it showed me that it's not just a bunch of people, cutting teachers who haven't been at the school for 10 years, but there was legitimate reason behind it, even if I didn't agree with it. And then I had to learn that after doing this package.
What were the toughest parts of this? Like just as a class, being a student?
I think the toughest parts was probably getting both sides. Because it's really easy to get one side, or it's really easy to get the other side, and then ramp that up, and then you end up making like a position piece, which is not what journalism is about. That's for things like on Facebook or on blogs, But you're going to be a professional journalist, or if you're going to write anything in sort of a journalistic fashion, it has to be two-sided. It can't be weighted on one side or the other. I think that was the